Sveiki, es is Koen, and today I'm going to review the entry of Latvia at Eurovision 2023, Southern Lights with the song Aijā. Latvia picked the Eurovision entry with the national final Supernova again, which is a format they've used basically every year except for 2021, when they internally reselected Samantha Tina, who won Supernova in 2020 but couldn't participate in 2020 because the contest was cancelled due to the COVID-19 pandemic.
Yeah?
15 entries were meant to participate in this year's Supernova, but one entry was disqualified. The participant Saule performed the song Finally Happy in 2021 already, so the song was not eligible to participate in the national final anymore, and was thus disqualified. Just, who represented Latvia in 2016 and is the last Latvian qualifier to the grand final of Eurovision, returns to the national final Supernova with his song Strangers, but he did not qualify to the grand final of Supernova. Markus Riva made his 9th attempt at trying to represent Latvia at the Eurovision Song Contest by participating in Supernova again, but he ended on the 4th place of the grand final of Supernova. The winner was the band Southern Lights with the song Aijā, and they also competed in Supernova before. In 2018 they participated with the song Just Fine. They did not qualify, but they were given a wild card which made them advance to the grand final, where they eventually ended up on the 2nd place. This year they won with the song Aijā, which is basically the meaning of a lullaby. I guess you could translate it as shush or lull. The band wanted to make people feel like they could sleep easier during a time when bad things were happening in the world, but also wanted to give the feeling like you're attending a rock concert performance, which you can hear in the lyrics. For example, please don't wake up, which is trying to make sure that someone is staying asleep. The final part of the song is in Latvian, Aijā, Aijā, saldā miegā, which basically translates as lull, lull in sweet sleep. So the lyrics are basically trying to keep someone from waking up, which will make them see the bad things that are happening in the world, and that could potentially frighten them or make them feel bad. I like Latvia's entry this year. I gotta say, I didn't really follow Supernova that closely, but from what I've heard, I think that Southern Lights with Aijā is the right choice. I think Aijā really captures the feeling that the band wants to bring on the Eurovision stage, which is very well done, I think. I don't listen to the song a lot myself, but I definitely do not hate it. I listen to it every now and then and I enjoy it. Also, lullabies are apparently a returning theme in this year's Eurovision national final season. Ukraine had a song called Koliskova, which means lullaby, participated in the national final and ended on the 2nd place. And Spain's entry is also inspired by a lullaby, and Latvia also features a lullaby, so apparently it's a returning theme this year. I gotta say that I'm a bit scared of Latvia's qualifying chances. First of all, they're participating in the first semifinal, which is a strong one, the strongest one out of the 2 semifinals this year, and Latvia's in between Serbia and Portugal in the running order, which are 2 entries which I could see overshadowing them. I think it's unfortunate that Latvia is sending a song like this in a year where there are no juries also deciding which entries will qualify to the grand final, because I think the juries could have really helped Latvia this year and could have actually liked this entry more than I think the televoters will. It is more of a melancholic entry, at least it kind of gives that melancholic feeling, which are 2 other entries of in the semifinal, the Netherlands and maybe Switzerland also sort of, but not 100%. But I feel like if you look at the sort of vibes of the song, those 2 entries could overshadow Latvia a bit. I do think the chorus is pretty catchy, so maybe that'll score some televoting points, but I am scared that it won't appeal enough to the televoters, which I think is a shame, because I think this song really deserves a spot in the grand final. So it's too bad there are no juries to help them out this year, because I think the juries also deciding the semifinal qualifiers would have really helped Latvia this year, and I still don't really get why there are no juries in the semifinals this year. So to conclude, I think that Latvia made the right choice by picking Aijā out of the national final this year. I don't listen to the entry that often, but I do listen to it every now and then and I do enjoy it, and I think that Southern Lights really captured the feeling they wanted to bring across with their entry Aijā. But I am afraid that it won't appeal enough to the televoters to qualify to the grand final, which I think is a shame, because if they would have participated in a year where the juries would also have decided who would qualify to the grand final from the semifinals, they would have had a better shot at qualifying, I think. So even though I still think there's a slight chance, because miracles can still happen, of them qualifying, I think this will be Latvia's 7th non-qualification in a row, unfortunately. And that's about all for now. What do you think of Aijā? Let me know in the comment section down below. If you liked this video, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully until next time, Aijā.